Alright everybody, welcome back. This is going to be the third round for SECS. SECS is going to be Team Lust versus Quick Peeking Back. Quick Peeking Back, they're missing AMX Zaku, and we're going to do a quick draft mode, and then we're going to go into the AFK screen once again. So, once again, I am Maut, joined by, of course, Spitwad. How are you tonight, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Ready for, this is the semifinals, I guess.
Yep.
And ready, I mean, these games should be getting pretty good around now. You know, we've had a few stomps on the way here, but both of these teams have had pretty dominating performances so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta say, I mean, we saw the first game. It was like 1-19 at like 10 minutes in the game, and then they just rage quit afterwards. So that was, of course, Whitebeard's Groove versus Team Lust. And then we saw in the previous game, Quick Peeking Back. They were looking pretty good. They could have thrown if they wanted to against Phantom Troop, but they didn't. So they had a nice defense there, and they were able to end up the game, of course, just with a carry mag, just doing so much damage. Carl as well. Playing the Nakes did a nice job. Meanwhile, we're going to see the bans be Darkseer as well as the Magnus. Interesting that they decided to go that route, and the Bat Rider. So here's that are available. Kodal as well as the Nyx Assassin. And we might see one of those heroes that I imagine we will, depending on what this ban will be. I definitely think we'll see one of those heroes picked up here in just a second. So I'm not sure which hero is probably the best out of those. Nyx Assassin will be banned, however, so it's interesting.
Radiant team pick.
So that means either a Whisper or Kodal pick up. It's going to be Kodal.
Yeah. Not surprising. Everyone loves Cuddle.
I love Kodal. It's a good hero.
I love Cuddle. Is Cuddle your favorite support hero? I've seen you play Cuddle a few times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He is now. I think my all-time favorite hero is still Leshrac, but Coddle's up there. Right now, at least, so. Yeah, I think Keeper Light's definitely up there. I mean, he just does. He's so easy to play. I mean, you honestly, if you hit your nuke, you don't kill the creep wave early on. Allow your carry to get farmed. Go for kills if you want to be an aggressive tri lane. And then you get stuns going.
Reserve time.
And that which makes it 10 times easier to hit your Illuminate. And then you just essentially rape and win the game. Real easy. I mean, it's not even fair how easy it is to win lanes with Kodal.
I mean, he just puts out so much more damage at early levels than other supports.
Yep. Which is why he's so good. So we will see him get picked up. Shadow Demon as well. On the side of Quick Peeking Back. They've got another pickup as well. So they're going to go for that Shadow Demon, which is a really nice pickup. It worked well in the previous game for them. Of course, against Phantom Troop. They've got 53 seconds on reserve time as well, so they're going to go for Lifestealer again, which was played by Carl in the previous game, and it worked well for them, so why don't you do it again? I mean, that's not a big surprise, but Wisp's going to be picked up as well as the Queen of Pain for Team Lust right now. And that's definitely nice. That already provides some great supporting cast. Those two heroes, Keeper Light and Wisp, are really good to have early on. The Queen of Pain as well is really strong, which we saw in the previous game, played by PF Flyers. They've got one pick left on the side of Quick Peeking Back. And it could be a mid hero, it could be an off lane, it could be the support if they want to go for another support, which would finish with their tri lane.
10 seconds remaining.
So we'll see what they want to go for here. But I really like the lineup from Team Lost. However, they have no carries right now, so those are going to get banned out in the second ban phase, I'd imagine. That and the side laners, probably.
And Lazaruha Gaming has knocked out the Fun Machine, so the other semifinals match will be Hello, This is Dog versus Lazaruha.
For the Fun Machine. They just wanted to have fun.
Yeah, and that game will be over on New York John's stream, which is twitch.tv/NYJohn. I always call him New York John. I assume that's what the NY is for.
You forgot the TV at the end of his stream name.
Sorry, NY John TV.
Get it right, Spit.
NY John TV. Twitch.tv/NY John TV.
See, that's the confusing part, is the TV at the end of Twitch.
Well, there's just too many TVs going on.
There's TV there. There's TV at the end of his name. There's TV on his Twitter account. There's TVs everywhere. Which is why I named myself Maut Dota 2. I think I might be the only person that has Dota 2. Like, literally the number 2 on it. I don't know why I just didn't do Maut Dota.
Radiant team banned.
Stupid.
I don't know. Could Could do like twitch.tv/nyjohnfm.
Dire team
That
back.
has to be like a radio show. It's just like he doesn't have any like visual aspect to his stream. It's all audio.
Or maybe it's just radio quality casting.
Radiant team banned.
Oh,
I've always been interested in that. Like, you know, try some casting where you assume no one is actually watching, so you are really responsible for, you know, illustrating everything like a radio broadcaster would do.
That would be, like that works in like football and hockey, but that would be so hard in Dota.
Would people just get annoyed with you in Dota, or would you just not be able to do it?
I just don't think you'd be able to do it because the amount of shit that goes on in a Dota game in comparison to like hockey or baseball or anything really at all. Well, baseball's the easiest one, but like with basketball and hockey, it's just like it's so much easier. It's like, all right, he's got the puck in their own zone. Okay, he shoots, he scores. Boom, that's it. Like with Dota, it's like, oh, he's got a hook shot, and there goes the cogs. There's a lot of damage coming out right now, and there's Templar Assassin Mel damage, and they're all right beneath the tower right now. So it's just like you're trying to make all of this information, like they have to imagine it.
You should try it.
I mean, I think I do that already. I don't know. That's what I try to aim for. It's just describing the entire situation that happened.
I don't know. I think it's a little different, though. You know that people can see what you're seeing. If you go into it with the mindset that no one can see anything, it might produce something pretty interesting.
All right, I'll try it. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'll try it once the next game starts. But you don't really need a visual for this.
I mean, you got to illustrate, like, top lane and mid lane and you know, on the on the low ground in the river and stuff like that. You got to really like paint the picture.
Well, they're sitting pretty far back from the tower right now. Of course, he's sitting in the jungle.
10 seconds
I would be using a lot of hises and stuff like that without actually like that's the problem. I'd be using a lot of pronouns rather than actually using their own names, which I'd have to do a lot more of. It would just be too much. It would be information overload for me. I would just be saying so much shit, and people would be like, "What?" I don't know. Well, enough of that. Disruptor, the last pickup on the first pick phase. 4, of course, quick peeking back. They'll pick up the puck as well. Clockwork going to be going for the side of Team Lust, a hero that's been played a lot, specifically by Team Liquid. If any of you are interested in, if any of you are Team Liquid fans, which I'm assuming since most of you are North American Dota players that you are,
5 seconds
you know that
remaining.
Clockwork's been picked up a lot recently. So, yeah. 1:30 left in reserve time right now. They have the Wisp. They don't really have anybody that works super well in conjunction with him yet, but they banned a lot of those guys out. They banned out the CK, they banned out the Tiny, they banned out the Lone Druid, which is good, I think, to do. But 1:15 left in reserve time, so they're really thinking now about what they want to go for here in conjunction with this Wisp, in conjunction with the heroes they already have. So we'll find out in just a moment.
Yeah, you know, between Coddle recalling and the Wisps relocate, and just Queen of Pain's ability to blink around and get places really quickly, they have a lot of mobility already. As you mentioned, Tiny and CK are the common options to go with Wisp, but they were both banned, and Nyx was already picked as well. So it's interesting to see what they pick up here as their last pick. You know, you don't need to have these like built-in synergy heroes with the Wisp, but it does certainly help.
That's true. I don't know. I've always been somebody that appreciates Wisp comboing up with another hero. I think that he works well without someone else, but it's just so much better if you have lockdown. So, still 15 seconds left on reserve time. They're really thinking about this last pick, but on top of that, can you imagine being like, all right, he's relocating on the hero in the mid lane right now. Like, that would even provide even more of just, like, a what the hell is happening atmosphere. They're going to pick up the Gyrocopter, though, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
If you can get radio quality commentating in Dota, more power to you, man. That's something that's hard. That's difficult. And we'll see what happens.
All right, so this is going to be kind of interesting without having a Nyx CK Tiny to go with the Wisp. You know, usually with those relocate ganks, you want a hero that can make use of that extra attack speed to do a lot of damage. You know, CK has the crit, Tiny has ridiculous damage, and Nyx can just put out a lot. You know, they won't be able to really do that same kind of a thing with the Clockwork, and the Gyro is a little more fragile. They got to be a little more careful doing that kind of stuff with him. but it certainly has the same potential.
Absolutely. That's something with
Especially if Gyro gets that early farm, then they'll be able to do that well. But otherwise, you know, if they're trying to relocate ganks with Clockwork, I'm not sure if they're going to be doing enough damage.
Yeah, I don't think they would be able to. I don't think they'd be able to kill him in time. But yeah, no, we're going to see what happens here as we disconnect out from the game. So we're going to go to the AFK screen. In the meantime, make sure you check out NY John's channel at twitch.tv/NYJohnTV. And we'll jump into the next game in just a moment, guys. So stick around. We'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is going to be the third round matchup between Quick Peek and Back and Team Lust. Jumping into the game, we already saw the pick ban phase go along here. So it's an all pick mode, waiting on both teams to pick up their heroes, and we're going to jump into the game. I am Maut, with me today, Spit and Wad. How are you, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Want to point out one more time here that over on twitch.tv/nyjohntv is the other semifinal match going on right now. They're about halfway through picks, and that is Lazaruha Gaming versus Hello, This Is Dog. So that should be a good match as well. So head on over there. If you like that game better than this one, we will not take any offense.
No.
It's all good sex. All sex is good sex.
Yeah, it most certainly is. It definitely is. Waiting on one more pickup here from the dire side. Jumping into the game, let's get some introductions. I don't have my Space Jam intro anymore, unfortunately. RTC on the Gyrocopter. Lust is going to be playing the Wisp. Gandalf the White Wizard. That's not Gandalf the White Wizard. That's Crystal on the Keeper of the Light, I believe. Snaking will be on the Queen of Pain.
Also known as Sully.
Yep, and KZZ on the Clockwork. And if you'd like to do the dire side, go ahead.
I would like to do the dire side. We have the star player Zaku playing the puck after a stellar performance on Magnetar last game. Carl on the Nyx, Mafuz on the Disruptor, Ja on the Shadow Demon, and PF Flyers on the Weaver.
You almost said PF Changs.
It was intentional. Making
Sorry,
funny.
I'm really hungry. I want some PF Changs now.
I could go for some PF Chang's. Let's all meet at
30
PF Chang's.
seconds to
Snaking. Scouting out the area, moving a little close here.
Yeah, he's playing bravely. He also went Null Talisman first. That's interesting. I'm not gonna...
Dagon Rush. Dagon Rush.
Is he gonna Dagon Rush?
I don't... Maybe. Snaking would do that.
Yeah, I think if any team would do that, it's probably this team. But we'll see. Lust's gonna be up on the Wisp right now, playing that hard support role. Sully's gonna be up on the Keeper of the Light, of course, down here in the bottom lane. So this tri-lane, with, of course, Snaking on the Queen of Pain, it looks like, which means mid lane, RTZ on the Gyrocopter, top lane, KZZ on the Clockwork. Yep. Wow, he actually just blocked the creeps in with his cogs. That's interesting. Okay. That's weird, but alright.
You know, any kind of off-lane shenanigans to change the lock from getting away from the tower is cool. You know, we see that with Darkseer a lot. You can surge a creep back at your first tower and then surge it again, and it'll change the flow of the lane a little more, get it away from the tower, let him safely farm. So Cog's move is you know, I've seen that once or twice before, but it's not as common.
Oh, KZ's
Yet he is still a little too confident there.
Yeah, he was. Oh, he should be dead. And he's not. That last right click from Mafuz should have been enough, but it wasn't. The opens had flown. Wasn't enough, though, unfortunately. Zaku going up against, of course, an RTZ right now. One for Lose Your Herb for the puck right now. RTZ sitting on Rocket Rush and Flat Cannon as well. 6 last hits for RTZ. He's doing pretty well for himself. And so he's going to try to zone out bottom lane Weaver, which
Puck has become a very popular and strong solo mid hero after he got the 5 base damage buff. But Gyro is actually a really strong solo mid, often underestimated. He can be a really good counter to some other popular mids like TA. He actually has a pretty easy time with a lot of longer range solo mids too.
I think he's just a good hero in general. Well, I mean, that's considering how much he's been playing the past week, like, it's ridiculous.
You have to respect Rocket Barrage so much when you're playing against him. You know, the flat cannon harass is cool and all, but ultimately, if you get close enough to him, you're gonna die.
I mean, him and Luna are the only heroes with ridiculous nukes at like level 1 and ridiculous ultimates as well, with the call down and the eclipse. So it's something that you have to keep in mind. KZZ playing very close to these 3 heroes here in the jungle up in the top lane. He's got to be very careful. They can dive him pretty easily. I don't think they will, at least not until later, but he's going to get level 2 right now, but he's not going to get a whole lot of other experience here, and he's got to be very careful, especially against this disruption from the Shadow Demon. Yeah, you can see how close the Shadow Demon came to actually diving him and going for that kill, so We're going to have to keep our eyes on that top lane. Bottom lane right now, Flyers isn't getting a whole lot of farm either, but he's playing a little bit more back than KZZ is. Flyers only has 2 last hits here in this bottom lane. KZZ has, of course, 3, but he's got a little bit more experience. Well, they're actually tying in experience right now, but this is going to provide some more experience here. Of course, sitting under the tower, getting these last hits, he'll be fine. RTZ sitting at 17 in the mid lane, and he's doing pretty well for himself. He's got 2 levels of the Rocket Barrage, 2 and 2, of course, the flat cannon, not going for that homing missile. I asked him how he feels about the homing missile. He says get 1 point into it generally, and he'll probably not get that till later if he does get it at all. He's going to get boots up. He's got a haste rune in his bottle, so he can be a little bit more aggressive and avoid a lot of the damage coming out because of that haste rune. Top lane, you can see the disruption going this time on KCZ and the soul catcher as well, but not any follow-up there, so he'll be fine. And he can cog his way out if he needs to as well. And PF Flyer's taking a lot of damage here from snaking, but snaking's also taking a lot of it from, of course, the Weaver there. So Shadow.
Oh man, here's a Rocket Barrage, and that'll pick up the first blood.
Yeah, I was talking about how he could play a little bit aggressively with that haste rune, and he does do so. Alright.
Yep. RT is known to be one of the best solo mid heroes, although often criticized for having a small hero pool.
Yep, I'd agree with that assumption.
Clockwork is in trouble once again, although it looks like he'll barely escape. Oh man, the open wounds will catch him.
Carl wants this kill, he's gonna get it. Oh, he's gonna dive hard for this, and he's not gonna get it. Oh man, he should have gotten that kill. Wow, that 1 right click damage was not enough. If he had like phase, he would have gotten that kill. That's unfortunate. That's frustrating, I'm sure. Speaking of phase, RTZ is going for that specific item on the gyrocopter. He's also got quite a bit of farm. 28 CS right now in the mid lane, 22 for snaking down in the bottom lane. Doing pretty well for himself. He's got an old talisman. We talked about how he might be going Dagon rushing, but we'll see. We'll keep our eyes open on that. KZZ's still up here. He's not even going back. He's just eating trees, and that's going to provide him maybe half health, but I don't know. Moff is sitting at level 3. Carl's sitting at level 4. Jaw's done a good job pulling, as well as Sully down in the bottom lane, who's level 3. Looking at Wisp, he's level 4, so everybody's pretty even in terms of levels. You usually think that heroes and tri-lanes are a little bit behind. You look at Sully.
Oh, here's the call down initiate.
Zaku's taking a lot of damage from that gyrocopter.
Oh my god.
Rocket Barrage, 1 more flat cannon. Yes! Nope, nice phase shift from Zaku. He's going to save his life, and actually the tower doing a lot of damage to RTZ, but he'll survive. He's got his bottle, but now coming through is the Weaver. Oh, Shikuchi, the damage. Rocket Barrage, Flyers. Oh, what? Man. No. No, he should have not. No. Nope.
Bulba says, what a player. Arteezy's certainly strutting his stuff right now. I guess all that 1v1 practice against Bulba paid off. He has complete control of the game here for them.
He's got
starting
2 kills.
2-0 and still in the CS lead.
31 CS, 2-0. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. KZZ up in the top lane. Meanwhile, he's got 6 CS, but he's level 4. I think that's the more important thing. Don't worry about CS as much on that Clockwork. Just worry about getting the experience, which he has. Now they want to get him out of this lane. It's just not going to happen. And that death on the Weaver is a big deal. The fact that he went down, and that gives more time for snaking to farm. And not that Weaver was coming very close and doing a ton of harass to Queen of Pain, but still is a little bit annoying, I think. Queen of Pain going with the Robe of the Magi next. Interesting. That's not how you build a Dagon. Oh no, that's how you build treads though. Okay.
Alright, so maybe he's not rushing it.
I mean, I wasn't. I guess you'd build treads before that anyway. So meanwhile, rotating through.
I wanted to straight up.
Oh, RTZ using his Rocket Barrage, just getting glimpsed. Doesn't matter. He gets the kill on Disruptor anyways. Call down going. It's gonna hit on Carl at least. Yes, Disruption's gonna go as well. Carl taking a bit of damage. He's got his rage. He'll probably rage and just try to get away from RTZ. He's gonna Rocket Barrage Jaw now, and Jaw's taking it all to the face because Carl raged. Carl in some trouble. 1 more flat cannon charge should do the kill, and that's a double kill for RTZ. It's a lot of damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is
well,
under
it's
attack.
5-0 right now. Team Lust in control of this game again, like they were in the first game. 4,000 experience in 7 minutes, 3,000 gold. Dear God. Dear God. Yep. Level 7 for Snaking, level 5 for Lust. Once it gets level 6, they can start relocating and killing people with that relocate if they want to. We'll see.
Will RTZ play at TI3?
Yes. Yes.
Radiant's middle tower is
maybe.
under attack.
Probably.
There's not enough time. Can't happen.
I mean, if you had a decent team. I mean, this is a decent team, but I
Dire's structures are
don't think they're
fortified.
gonna make it to TI3. Not, no. TI4 maybe, but TI3 no.
His only chance is if Liquid needs a roster change.
That's not. Well, the way that's been going, I don't think it's gonna happen. KZZ taking a bit of damage here in the top lane. He might clog if he needs to. He's got cogs available. Glimpse is going to go back again. Carl taking a bit of damage from the Illuminate, but KZZ should be fine. Battery Assault doing a lot of damage there as well. So he's almost level 6. He almost has Hook Shot. He's going to eat a tree with another Tango that he purchased up. AMX Zaku going for the regen rune. Oh, relocate. They're going to relocate Kate on top of him. Oh, actually, it's just
No
Lust.
one came with him.
Snake King is actually with him here now. Oh, the Dream Coil is going to go. Phase shift, nice job from Zaku there. Phase shift the Scream of Pain, very nice job, but he doesn't disjoint. Oh, the Sonic Wave getting the kill with the Shadow Strike. Too much damage, and Arteezy in the top lane. Roams through, gets a kill on Malphus. Carl's alone. Carl's has got rage, but Arteezy doesn't really care about that. Luminate's gonna fly out. It's not gonna hit. Oh, it just barely does, but he infests inside the creep wave, which is gonna die. So, nope, it's actually this creep. Okay, this one right here. Carl. You better be careful there, my friend.
Run, Carl,
Oh, nice
run.
chakra. Walter gonna do a little bit of rocket barrage damage, just enough to get the kill there. And he does go down to the creep wave. Arteezy gonna use the creep wave to his advantage. He'll TP out as well. 10-1 the score. The only person dying in this game was Lust 2, of course, AMX Zaku, not only just about a few seconds ago, so. It's looking pretty good for Team Lust once again. They haven't taken a tower. Actually, they did take bottom tier 1 here, as you can see, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. Lust is here. Relocate available in 23, Gandalf. Sully getting throughout his Illuminate. Nice phase shift again from AMX Zaku.
And now Nyx is going to move mid and try his luck there. I don't think it's going to really provide much more farm for him than he was getting before.
He's got a Midas, which is nice. It's going to provide him at least a little bit more farm. Arteezy can just die this, essentially. He's got called down. He's just going to wait for the Rage, I'd imagine, and then really go on top of him. There's the Flare. Rocket Barrage is going to go. Nope, he's going to open wound and Rage. Carl, now you have no... Oh, the call down just misses.
Yeah.
If that call down was in a better position, they could certainly get the kill, but now Arteezy's got to be careful. PF Flyers is going to actually do time lapse because he's taking a whole lot of damage there. Illuminate's going to fly out. He's going to walk right into it, unfortunately for him, and there's no time lapse for you to disjoint that. Meanwhile, up in the river here, oh god, KZZ's got his hook shot. He might go for somebody. He's gonna find Malphus. He's not gonna hook shot. He should have done that, but then again, they're all around the jungle areas. You can see all 5 heroes here from the Dire side. We're gonna see the Weaver actually head back home. Snake King's, he's gonna go for Dagon. He's got an Staff of Wizardry and an Old Talisman. That's Dagon. That's gotta be Dagon. Zaku. Oh, disjoint. Doesn't matter. He's dead. It's going to be another kill for Snake King. That's a tier 1 tower as well. 11-1. Team Lust, they really have to throw this game in order to lose it, I think. I mean, I don't like saying that, but Shadowblade's done for Arteezy right now. Go for something else soon. Let's get some more last hits. Top lane. Carl taking a battery assault. He's going to Rage Infest, excuse me. Rage is on cooldown. Nice hook shot, but I don't think there's cogs available. Battery assault doing quite a bit of damage. KZZ, however, out of battery assault. TPs from everybody. Oh, Relocate's coming in. Who's bringing it in?
Team.
Snake King as well as Lust. They're going to blink out of the kinetic field there. Jaw's going to go down first. There's going to be a Glimpse sending somebody back. Actually, no. Maybe not. Didn't send anybody back. AMX Zaku in some trouble there. He's getting the silence of Snake King. Doesn't really matter. Nice tether stun and the Sonic Wave to finish him off. Double kill for Snake King. 14-1. And it's a lot like the first game we saw this evening.
Oh, really nice use of the tether stun to set up the wave there. You know, it can be really scary using Sonic Wave against a puck because it's such a slow travel time and it's easy to phase shift. But with this tether stun to set it up, that was a pretty easy kill for them.
Yep. So, 10,000 experience going this side of Radiant, 10,000 gold. As well for Team Lust. It's a lot at 12 minutes into the game. So... yeah, I mean, Carl needs to find more room to farm here, but easier said than done. He's sitting on a Hand of Midas, and that's it, and boots, brown boots as well. Malphus is up here alone. He actually needs to buy a TP.
Looking forward to seeing some Dagon kills here from the co-op.
He did finish it off? Oh, he did. That's a Dagon.
That's what I like to see.
So not quite the rush, but it's still pretty quick.
I knew Snake King would go Dagon.
Oh, they're sitting behind that. That's a Scream of Pain with a nice blink coming in. Carl's going to try to open wounds him. Meanwhile, Dagon's available. Oh, there's the Dream Coil snaking into trouble. He's going to go down. Carl's going to get that kill with his Infest. Time lapse coming out from PF Flyers. KZZ's here, trying to chase after him. KZZ's alone. Disruption going out. Silence not going to hit, unfortunately, because of that disruption. Soul Catcher, hook shot. Nice job onto Lust. Illuminate's going to fly out. It's going to hit Carl in the face. Snaking, coming back in with a nice little recall there from Sully. Arteezy's pushing bottom in the meantime. He doesn't really want to pity himself with these plebes. Phase shift coming out from Zaku, taking a Shadow Strike as well. Silence is going to go. Glimpse is going to send him back. Dagon long range and the Illuminate getting the kill. So the Dagon not getting the kill, close to it, however. Blink back up forward. Mophis in trouble. He's got the urn on him. One more right click damage. Nope, he's going to die to the urn anyways. There he goes. Wisp's going to get the kill. Recall up on Arteezy. Carl in some trouble here. GG. That's going to be it. Call down's going to go. They can't get the kill. Oh, just barely. Carl will survive, but his team will not. Disconnects coming out from the entire Dire team. And Team Lust in dominant control so far of the 2 games we've seen. I'm not sure how much they won the second game by, but probably a lot. Of course, you can check out the other games on NYJohn's stream, twitch.tv/NYJohnTV.
They have not had the easiest path here either. They've went against some of the better teams in this week's SECS. But yeah, you can catch the other semifinals game over on twitch.tv/NYJohnTV. That's Lizaruha versus HTID. That game still has a long way to go. Score is 1-0 over there. It's about 5 minutes in, so you can go catch that full game right now. And then the winner of that game will play Team Lust here in the finals.
So make sure you guys stick around for that. Make sure you head over to NYJohn's channel, follow that game going on. Of course, we'll be back in just a moment, but first and foremost, our Twitters. You can find us at twitter.com/MautDota2. You can find Spit at twitter.com/SpitWad. Any shout-outs before we leave here?
Shout out to Keon to Freon.
All right. So we're going to jump into an AFK break, and we'll be back momentarily. Well, however long the other game takes. So
go watch the other game.
Yeah,
NYJohnTV.
Go watch the other game while we're away. Bye. We'll be back in a little while. Bye.